You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com.
Everybody.
Ooh. See it at home. Ooh.
Well, looky here. We have another Friday right in our faces.
We do.
Which is nice.
How did that happen? It's just like it's here.
Time marches on.
It does.
It just marches on.
Wasn't ready.
Marches on. And we've got, we got a little party going on tomorrow. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Sunny Radio is going to be on the road.
We will.
We'll be on the road. Let's see. Birthdays. Wow, what a sad story and what an amazing talent. Phil Hartman.
Oh, yeah.
Birthday today.
Loved him.
Of course, NL. Oh, come on,
SN.
Dan. Come on, Dan.
Dan.
Help me out. What am I trying to say, Smalls?
SNL. Do you want this? You want some glasses?
Saturday Night Live. And then went on to news radio. But did you know this? He was very good friends in the early days with Paul Rubens.
Oh, really?
He helped Paul Rubens develop the character of Pee Wee Herman.
Well, he was, Mecca Lecca High, Mecca
Oh, yeah, because he was on it, yeah.
Actual Phil Hartman was Captain Carl on Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Yeah.
And Phil Hartman co-wrote Pee Wee's Big Adventure, the movie.
I did not know.
So, yeah, those guys had been for like a long time. So, there you go. And, John, I know you've talked to this gentleman a number of times. I'm a huge fan. Kevin Sorbo is 63 today.
I do love him. He's from Minnesota.
He's not just from Minnesota. He's from Mound, Minnesota.
Yeah, he's Hercules.
Mound, Minnesota. That's actually on the shores of Lake Minnetonka.
Oh, nice.
Just a little bird population of about 9,000 or so. And also the birthplace of Tonka trucks.
Oh, that's why they're called
Minnesota.
Mini Tonka.
So there you go. And Heidi, this one's for you.
Okay.
You, Jim Henson, born this day. And you're the biggest Muppets fan I've ever met in my life.
Huge
We'll share some
Muppets
photos.
fan.
Fantastic. It was this date. I want you to wrap your heads around this. This day in 1657, we're going back 364 years. The first autopsy
Oh, my.
and the coroner's jury verdict is recorded in Maryland.
Oh, wow.
Now, just think about what kind of medical science they had at their disposal 364 years ago. The answer is about none.
Yeah.
So we're going to do an autopsy. What does that mean? Well, I'm going to cut this open.
Huh.
Basically, all they got out of it was a bunch of people going, ooh, jeez, wow, dig a hole.
Dig a hole.
1952, American fast food restaurant chain KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, opens its first franchise. Where would you think this would be? 1952, first KFC franchise in the
Ohio?
country. This is just kind of weird. Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay, yeah. I knew it was somewhere that was outside of Kentucky.
And in 1977, we all know where we were. Love Boat set sail on ABC television. Could have been CBS. I don't know, NBC. I didn't really look at the story.
It was on the TV somewhere.
All that really matters is I remember watching that and going, you know what? That darn ship has like, I don't know, half a dozen bars and only one bartender.
Yeah.
Isaac was jumping.
Poor Isaac.
He's a busy dude.
He
No matter
was
what bar you walked
crazy
into,
busy.
there was Isaac.
There was Isaac.
But he knew what everybody wanted for a drink. You know,
He was magical.
He's a good
That's
bartender.
what he was. All right. I know, you know, we all know, and we just bounce ahead.
Gonna do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this fine Friday?
I want to say it was a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago. Came across this list from an organization called Delight, and they had surveyed music critics across the country and just overall fans trying to determine the best songs out of pop and rock and roll over the years.
Yeah,
the best
we
songs.
talked about
Remember, we did. I just popped across another list. In fact, Rolling Stone does this about once a year. And their list, what's interesting is A lot of these songs are the same, kind of clocks in the same, but there are some differences. For instance, at number 10, Outkast, Hey Ya.
Oh, yeah. That was a good tune. But Polaroid said you're not supposed to shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Wow.
You're not supposed to. They're like, stop doing that. You're going to ruin your picture.
But are you smoother than a jar of Skippy? Fleetwood Mac, and don't judge me, but not a fan, never have been, so there. Fleetwood Mac, Dreams at number 9.
Okay.
Okay.
Get Your Freak On, Missy Elliott's at number 8. That was not on the list we did a few weeks ago.
Yeah, see, I don't remember that one.
The Beatles is at number 7, but none of the songs that were in the top 10 from that other list. It's the Beatles with Strawberry Fields Forever.
That's kind of a pretty song.
It's pretty intricate, yeah.
There's some cool covers of that song, too.
Marvin Gaye, who was on the last top 10 list with What's Going On.
Oh, yeah.
I
Love that
song.
tune, loved that album. Nirvana, also on the list
Smells
again.
like Teen Spirit.
It does. Bob Dylan, Like a Rolling Stone.
That was on there.
I do agree with that one. Sam Cooke's at number 3 with A Change Is Gonna Come.
Okay.
At number 2, and I don't even think this was in the top 50 from the last list I looked at. This is number 2, greatest songs of all time. Public Enemy with Fight the Power.
Are you kidding?
I kid you
Oh
not.
my
Depends on who takes the
gosh.
survey, kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Really does. And at number 1, if you remember the last list we did, number 1 was John Lennon with Imagine.
Yeah.
See, that's not even in the top 10 here.
Oh,
Number
wow.
1 on this list is Aretha Franklin with Respect.
I like that song.
When we all know it should have been Spandau Ballet with True.
There is no country music on that list.
Well, this is rock and pop.
Oh, that's probably why.
Okay.
That's probably why.
Have you ever noticed John pays attention to nothing I say? He has no idea what I'm talking about.
There's also no polka, Dan. I
And
noticed this.
He'll interject with questions.
So that's the number 1 rock songs, but Fight the Power by what?
Well, things get sketchy when you look at the genres of music, especially with the advent of hip hop and rap.
Right,
you
because
know,
where do they go?
But
Yeah.
it will get mixed in with rock and pop, which is its own separate genre, but is it really?
Yeah.
That's why every year when you get the list for nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, you look at some of them and you go, are you kidding me?
Yeah, how's that
Right.
rock
This
and
is
roll?
the Rock and Roll
Right,
Hall of Fame.
right,
and
right.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't have their own Hall of Fame, so it's like we're going to have.
Yeah. So things get a little weird, and so.
All right. Well, that is why we refer to this segment as Stuff Dan Finds Interesting.
Ooh.
I'm John with a fun comparison. Some puppies are purebred and they cost more. Others are more affordable. And then there are free puppies. Nobody really knows where they come from, but they're free. In the advertising world, it's like that too. There are some super expensive ways to advertise if you can afford it. And there are some free things you've probably tried, but those dogs rarely work. Radio is kind of like that middle puppy. Affordable, will snuggle with you, and hopefully not pee on the rug. Radio advertising. Super affordable, a great investment, and man's best friend. Try it and let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life. Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Farris has some stuff for us again.
Holy cow, when is it going to end? More shortages and stuff. More shortages, and it's all... Okay, remember a couple months ago there was that big gridlock in the Panama Canal, or was it Suez? Some canal where all these ships come in.
Where they couldn't...
Yeah, and then, of course, you know, for now a year and a half, you got a pandemic running all around the globe, so nobody's going to work, production's being shut down, blah, 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 which is why, you know, there's just shortages of stuff. Mm-hmm. The latest, and this is hitting Sioux Falls, is, hey, if you need some work done for, like, your furnace and stuff, you see your HVAC, that's getting all jacked up now.
Oh, no.
Yeah. In fact, recently, a customer right here in Sioux Falls literally has to wait till spring to get a new furnace installed.
Hope they have one that works for the winter.
And it has to do with parts, and it has to do with raw materials like copper, steel, aluminum, and plastics, as well as semiconductors are a big part of this, too. Those shortages have been caused by, as I mentioned, the Suez Canal blockage. That recent massive Texas ice and snowstorm last winter that trashed a train warehouse. Train, nothing runs like a train. Huge HVAC producer, as well as a fire at a huge semiconductor factory in Japan a few months back. So it's all piling up. So here we go.
Storm is what it sounds like.
Polar weather is coming, and what you need to do, get a hold of our buddies Willie and Travis at Foley's.
Yeah.
Heating and air conditioning. I set this whole thing up for a plug for one of our clients.
They're good
That's
folks.
fantastic.
That's what I did, yeah. So if you want to make sure things are ready to go and you're not sitting in your garage burning dung for heat this winter.
We've all been there.
Been there, if I had a dime for every
A lot
time.
of dung burning going on.
Foley'sHeating.com. They'll fix your wagon for you there.
They won't fix your wagon, but they will fix your furnace.
Who knows? They've got skills.
They do. Is that all? Are you done?
Yeah, thanks for
I never
paying
know
attention,
anymore.
John. I know you don't.
All right. Hey, coming up, we got some news to get to. This is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you in part by HauntedSiouxFalls.com.
Many new students sign up for credit cards that are not very good. Have a conversation about how to properly use credit so they don't learn this lesson the hard way. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Want one that offers points? We have those. Want a card to help you build credit? We have those too. BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. And they have a beautiful light fixture to brighten any room in your home. And we're going to brighten your day right now with some good news. I've got Andrew Hewitt joining me, and he is with The Banquet in Sioux Falls. Andrew, how are you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for taking the time to chat with me, but also thank you for doing what you guys do at The Banquet. Now, I'm pretty familiar with what you do, but I know there's got to be at least somebody listening right now that's going, okay, The Banquet, what is that? So how do you kind of do, in a nutshell, what you guys do every day at The Banquet?
Yeah, The Banquet is a feeding ministry right here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We have a downtown location at 900 East 8th Street, so 8th in Indiana. And then we just opened up a new location on the west side of town at 5th and Marion. So we have two locations that we provide warm, nutritious meals for people in need. So what I love about The Banquet is that, we don't qualify people. So if you're hungry, if you're homeless, if you do have a job and you're needing some help to get by on your grocery budget and stuff like that, feel free to stop on by and grab a meal. So at downtown, we have breakfast Monday through Friday that serves from 7 to 8 a.m., and then we have suppers Monday through Friday from 6 o'clock to 7:30. And then we have a lunch on Saturday here downtown from 11:30 to 12:30. And then at our west side location, we have 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and that's the 6 to 7:30 as well. So yeah, if you're hungry in the Sioux Falls area, just stop on by. So yeah, you just get in line and walk on through and get your food and be on your way. So
that's fantastic. Thank you guys for doing what you do. Now, if somebody listening is saying, hey, I would like to volunteer, and I'm going to tell you firsthand, I've had a chance to do this. It's amazing, not only getting to know some of the other volunteers, but having the opportunity to help and just seeing how appreciative people are. If they would like to do that, what is the procedure to become a volunteer at The Banquet?
That's another huge curveball that COVID-19 threw at us. Was in the pre-COVID times, we needed groups of 25 to 30 people to come and prepare and serve those meals. And because the dining room is closed now, we have really reduced our needs. So we need 6 to 8 people to prepare meals and 6 to 8 people to serve them. Prepare and then to serve the meal. So the best way to get involved with that is we have our needs fluctuate from week to week. So we have sign-up geniuses on our website. That's probably the best way. Otherwise, if there's any specific questions, you can always call our office and we can get you plugged into the right spot that fits your schedule. And our phone number is 605-335-7066.
That is fantastic. Now, do you have more of a need for volunteers, like in the mornings and the evenings? When would you say you need the most volunteers?
It's kind of a moving target, but I know I myself am not a morning person, so I always like to push for people to check out serving breakfast, because that's 5:30 prep time, and then we need people to show up at 6:32 to serve those meals from 7 to 8. So it's kind of a moving target week to week, but if you have any availability in your schedule, we'd love to see you.
And the nice thing is there's a lot of different areas, so if you're going, oh boy, I'm not a very good cook and I'm not going to be able to help in the kitchen, there's other areas to help too, aren't there?
Absolutely. We have kitchen coordinators who are following the menus and doing all the quote-unquote cooking, and then, we have people who we need help to line out the trays that we're dishing the food into. We have people who are then filling the food, so just scooping out the portions into those to-go containers, and then flipping and closing up the lids and getting them on the carts and getting them down to where we pass out our meals right now. So then we need just a couple people down at the pass-through window where, we have a sneeze guard in place and stuff like that, and we have all the appropriate PPE in place as well to make sure it's a safe, COVID-conscious experience for all.
Well, thank you for doing what you do at the banquet. And do you know approximately how many people you guys feed in a typical month?
I would say we serve around 16,000, almost 17,000 people a month. So
That
we
is
average
amazing.
just over 200,000 meals served in a year.
That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for doing what you do. That is just awesome. And also, thank you for taking the time to chat with us about it today.
Hey, thanks for having us. And, yeah, please check us out. It's a fulfilling experience, and you get what you put into it. So
It is a really
fun,
neat thing.
Fun time.
Absolutely. Again, Andrew Hewitt, and he is with The Banquet. If you'd like to learn more, their website, super simple, thebanquetsf.org. Again, you can find them online at thebanquetsf.org.
Merry Christmas! Oh, you're not ready for that yet. How about Happy Halloween? At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all of the fun holidays throughout the year with funny, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we have a gift idea for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out. Just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for the newsiest news we do. It's News with Dan Farris.
Learn out the shoe leather banging on desk demanding answers. That's what I do.
You do.
That's what I do.
You do it goodly.
We got more shortage stuff. Boy, this is affecting the kids, too. This is just crazy. I don't even know why I get out of bed in the morning anymore. Where's the cold pepperoni pizza or the turkey, the cheese, or that cracker kit for the kid, huh? Well, Mom, Dad, if you've been shopping for Lunchables and found empty shelves, you're not alone. Demand for Lunchables is at an all-time high. Their maker, the Kraft Heinz Company, says, hey, quote, Lunchables are seeing double-digit growth for the first time in 5 years. Wonder why the heck that is. Those things are terrible.
They're full of chemicals.
It's total chemical blast.
But I suppose they're easy and they're quick.
Yeah,
and
that's why.
Anyway, Action News 4 checked the deli section at a D.C. area grocery store, found the shelves empty at Lunchables. Outside Philly, parents spotted empty shelves and a sign saying not to expect a regular supply of Lunchables until sometime next year.
What in
Next
the
year. In fact, number of Facebook users said on the Lunchables page, yes, there is one, and I know John's going to join it.
I'm going there now.
They're having trouble finding meal kits all over the darn country. According to one user, quote, my child needs pepperoni pizza Lunchables in his life, and I can't find them anywhere.
Wow. Wouldn't it be great if that was like the biggest problem in your life? So big you were calling the news outlets? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Kraft Heinz says they're working to get more Lunchables in stores. Company is investing in supply chains and has teams, quote, working fast and furiously so our retailers and consumers can get more of that fine Kraft Heinz product that they love.
No.
So let's jump into sports. Jump into sports quick. Show we brought to you by Hockey Headquarters. By the way, Hockey Headquarters, their annual swap meet is tomorrow.
It's going to be there, yeah,
From
at
11
their
to
parking
1.
lot.
Sunny Radio is going to be there live. If you get
I'll
some
be there.
hockey equipment laying around, you want to unload it, bring it
You'll be
by.
there.
Maybe you're looking to upgrade, buy some stuff yourself. That's what it's all about. So
Fun.
there you have it. So what goes best with sports, John and Heidi? Think about it. Guys watching sports, ladies
Beer.
are watching sports. You're correct. Beer. They're awash in a sea of beer, and I'm not talking that high-end craft beer stuff. No. Recent survey, countrywide, nationwide, favorite what they term now as cheap beer.
Okay.
Cheap beer. Or your domestic, mainly
Sure.
beer. Okay. Well, top 10 list right here.
Oh, a
Survey
top
says
10.
Is
at
Schlitz on the
number
list?
10, favorite, most consumed cheap beers
Coors Light.
in the country. Miller Lite,
Really?
number 10.
That's a cheap beer?
Stroh's, it is when you compare it to everything else that's out there.
Sure, yeah.
See?
Gotcha.
Again, John's not paying attention to anything
No,
I
I'm
say.
paying attention. I was very confused by that because that's not a cheap beer.
I do like Miller Lite, and I tend to order Miller Lite more
She does.
than anything else. But
I
it
can attest to
surprises
that,
me.
Your
I
Honor.
guess I assumed Coors would beat them out.
Well, but that's number 10. He's going up the list.
Yeah, I'm going from 10 to number
Oh,
1.
you started at 10. I thought you started at number 1.
No, Stroh's is at number 9.
Okay.
Oh, some of the worst beer in the world's at number 8, but people love it. Keystone Light.
I like Keystone.
Little thing at 7 called a Jungling. What is that? I can't even
What?
pronounce it. Yuengling.
I have no idea.
Jungling, whatever.
Youngling?
Number 6 is Keystone. Budweiser's at number 5.
Wait, Keystone. Didn't you just do Keystone?
I did Keystone Light. Again, John pays attention to nothing
so
I
we're
say.
separating them by light and regular.
Well, they're different beers.
That's different beers, yeah. I was very confused.
I was just looking at brands.
Coors Light's at number 4.
Oh, wow.
As the country's favorites. Bud Light at 3.
Schlitz.
And I refer to this as cheerleader beer. Michelob Ultra is at number 2. The number 1 consumed cheap beer in the country.
What is missing so far? Let's pause for a second.
Wait, no.
No,
Let
just
him
guess
finish.
what it is, Heidi. You don't want to guess?
You'd never guess in a million years.
I wouldn't.
Because I honestly don't know anybody in my life who's ever even bought this.
But it's the number 1. Is it
It
Schmidt?
is. It's Natural Light.
Oh, yeah, Natty Light.
Natty Light. There you go.
Ew,
That is a cheap beer.
That's number 1.
Cheap beer and
Just came out
sports,
with a little
baby.
vodka.
That what?
Yeah. Now they have Natty Light
flavored
vodka.
vodkas.
Whoa, stay hammered, America. That's all there is to it. Holy
The
cow.
moral of the story is you can get drunk so many ways.
This stuff's
So cheaply,
fantastic
apparently.
for chasing your hot dogs, your brats, your wings, and for priming that pump for those fist fights in the stands while you're watching the game.
Natty Light.
That's all there is to it. Hey, you know what? From the Sunny 93.3 News Desk, I'm Dan Farris, reminding you if it's news, it's news to me. Hey, thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
In the past year, did you find yourself drinking more often? The stress of the last year had that effect on many people. If you're struggling to get back to normal and get the booze out of your daily routine, there is help. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find the best option for you. There are many different programs. TimeForRehab.com will do our best to match you up with the program that will work best for your needs. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, September 24th, 2021. The S&P 500 continued to rebound Thursday despite the growing threat of inflation. A less hawkish than expected FOMC statement on Wednesday and a better than expected read on the index of leading indicators Thursday helped drive the move. While the FOMC indicated that tapering would start soon, the committee does not seem to be in a hurry to make that move despite the growing threat of inflation. Speaking of inflation, reports from several S&P 500 companies this week indicate inflation continues to rise and will continue to rise at least until the end of the year. Next week, the market's focus will turn to a raft of economic data to include the ISM's gauge of manufacturing and services economies, along with the Chicago PMI and the first revision to the second quarter GDP. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.